smilejos67 welcome you back with Dax Isidoreth Hispalensis. Rang in again, just like it finished last episode when Archcanon Davis appeared down there and told us to go back to his office. So that's what we shall do, and level 4. Are these newbies playing for the free weekend? Possibly. Anyway, the very fact that this horse could ride across there means so can I! Why would this be a restricted area? Wise woman. Anyway, I want to get out of here and go to the way shrine, so let's go. Following the trespassing. Okay. Little copper distraction. This is the way shrine. North. Hello. Pointed armature fishing.
Be wary.
Right.
Hold, citizen. Be wary, traveler. Pilgrims have been attacked on these roads. Should you encounter violence, don't hesitate to call on us. We're here to protect you.
I can handle myself. But what's the cause of these attacks?
I hope your confidence is merited. We have our hands full with the Dreg and the Ashlanders, so rescues are in short supply. Captain Artesia Naros is at the canton of Molagmar. She can tell you more than I. Safe travels?
He was a very nice guy. Okay. Easy fishing. Anyway, where's the way shrine? That direction there. We have an archcanon to speak to. And I have a little runestone to collect on the way. Oh, I'm right there. Simple little jump. Yes! What's this style page? I'm looking down at the text down to the bottom left. Vvardenfell mask for 700,000. The world is this? Used to learn Vvardenfell's mask outfit style. This page. Okay. What have you got for me in your cabinet? Indoril light post stone. Hey. Hey, now that's a little unusual, but hey. Go. Doing that. Thank you, TARDIS. What else you got? Got some. I could read a couple of books! But What? What are you doing with a book from the Orc song? Ah, we hate orcs, we hate orcs. They smell, they stink, they really. They couldn't find their asses in the snow. We hate orcs, we really do. They have no beds, they have no brains. They couldn't kill a hawk with a sword. Drink more mead. Sounds like a Nord drinking song. Got a collection of Nord drinking songs. Bookshelf. Catacombs of Cuthbert by Victor Crockwell. The cemetery of Cuthbert is the final resting place of some of our greatest heroes. Those who fought the many battles to keep High Rock safe and who bled into the rivers and soil. They gave everything they had to protect this land. Go ahead, pause and read. I hope I don't disturb the Rene magic that protects these tombs. Anyway, Archcanon Tarvis.
At last. Did you see what's happening outside? Red Mountain rumbles louder and more frequently. The sky grows dark, and worst of all, the people are beginning to notice. Soon I'll have to muster the Ordinators to keep them from the palace doors.
It was going dark because it was raining. Is that emergency? Do people want to see Lord Vivec?
In part. Lord Vivec is not well. I won't allow his followers to see him in this state. He continues to lose energy, and it's becoming difficult for him to maintain the realm in his usual fashion. Now, what did your investigations uncover?
I investigated at 3 locations. Here's what I learned.
I'll review these documents and present your findings to Lord Vivec. I was against bringing you into this investigation, but I was wrong. Thank you for aiding us. You should go see Lord Vivec now. He's been asking about you. I'll be along shortly.
I like Vivec. Even if I don't quite pronounce it right. Vivec. You're going to just read the notes? I thought we could discuss what I learned.
Very well. Tell me what you learned at each of the locations, and let's see what conclusions we can come to.
Barrelzar, the last one I've seen, told me about Sophistier's experiments with divine energy. He gave me his notes.
Barrelzar faithfully served Sothisiel. He's as loyal to the tribunal as I am. He would never intentionally harm Lord Vivec. But that tool he mentioned. Perhaps one of the priests Vivec sent away could search the temple archives for more information.
Vivec sent away all his priests?
Lord Vivec doesn't want his followers to see him in such a weakened state. Only you, Canon Levuel, and myself are permitted into his palace now. Speaking of the palace, Lord Vivec wants to see you when we're done here.
Oh, very well. An Ashland named Choldala has been inciting the tribes. I think he's got a tool.
So your notes say, and this Saren assisted you. Interesting. Most Ashlanders want nothing to do with the tribunal. Even so, they rarely become aggressive. I'd say this Chodala bears watching. If we can spare it, I'll send an armiger to Aldrin.
Chodala's newfound power might have something to do with Vivec's problem.
Interesting theory. Perhaps Chodala's staff can steal Vivec's energy. But I have a hard time imagining how an Ashlander could accomplish such a feat. Lord Vivec said the draining has grown more intense since you left. It doesn't look well.
I hope my clock going off didn't interfere with that. Cultists took over the mine outside Balmora.
From what you discovered, I dare say there may be a correlation between the narcotic relic and the tool Barrelzal mentioned. And it seems the Ashlander thieves are connected to Chodala. Your evidence points to a clear conclusion.
Chodala is using Sonora to steal Vivec's divine energy.
So it appears. Lord Vivec's doing his best not to complain, but I can see how much the draining of his energy has cost him. Just seeing you again should improve his mood considerably. And the progress you made with your investigations, outstanding.
Of course, that's why Vivec trusted me! Brilliant. Oh! Obviously they have some questions for him. You get a bit of help. And yeah. Piece of scenery there. Oh, I can admire the scenery. Sit down. No, let's face it, the other way actually. Oh! Anyway, let's go talk to Vivec. No, won't pinch any drinks. Let us go!
I demand you make way and let me see Lord Vivec.
Lord Vivec isn't receiving visitors today.
He's seen me. And every other player who comes this way. Ah! Get a cue of him.
My lord,
Get on
please
the bill.
let me send for aid. Perhaps one of the healers can help you.
Pain is best tolerated in private, as I have written in the 37th ballad.
There must be something I can do.
You can call the Archcanon. He should hear the news our friend brings us.
Okay.
The river drains into the sea as my divinity flows out of me. Needs some work. As you can see, I continue to lose energy, and it has made me somewhat agitated. Have you made any progress toward discovering the source of my discomfort?
Yes, because normally you are floating with both feet in the air, and you don't have a staff to support yourself. You are quite drained in energy, indeed. I think an Ashlander named Chodala might be responsible for your condition.
An Ashlander? That seems unlikely, but I trust your instincts. We need to find out more about this Chodala and the ancient enemy that aids him. Take this. Another token of my appreciation. And look, here comes the Archcanon now.
Heavy boots. Considerably better than the Sapatons I'm wearing. Galleon Defender. Got two of them. Well, I guess the 1009 maximum health is better than this sturdy item. Only needs 300. Oh, okay. Oh. Anyway, complete quest.
My lord, the Outlander may have actually discovered something.
Vivec! Don't look so well.
When a god knows loss, mortals suffer. As is often the case, dark thoughts form the most poignant phrases. I must concentrate, lest the moonlit plunge or some other disaster befalls us. Talk to the Archcanon. See how he thinks we should proceed.
Keeping the moonlit up. Let's go and have a look at the moonlit. That'll be start of a new quest, actually.
After further examination of the documents you brought back, I have to agree with your assessment. The Ashlander Chodala has somehow siphoned divine energy away from Lord Vivec.
So you know how to destroy Lord Vivec's power?
Not exactly. But now that we know that the affliction isn't natural, we can work toward a solution. One that probably involves Chodala's staff. How the Ashlander got his hands on Sothasil's tool and turned it into a weapon is beyond me, though.
You want me to acquire the staff called Sunara?
Eventually, but we need to be cautious. If Chodala is as respected as you say, attacking him would start a war we can't afford to partake in. Go to Aldrin and talk to his sister, Saren. I don't trust her either, but she worked with you before.
I'll go talk to Saren.
Get to Aldrin and locate Saren. She needs to tell us more about Chodala and then help us acquire his staff. Without it, we can't restore Vivec. Meanwhile, I need to placate the populace. The people grow concerned over Vivec's continuing isolation.
What's happening to Vivec again?
Didn't we cover this? Let me refresh your memory. Lord Vivec suffers stoically as his divine energy drains away. Neither my administrations nor his defenses have been sufficient to plug the hole, so we've isolated him to keep panic to a minimum.
I don't think I'm going to ask all these now, because what I think I'm going to do is, can we see them? There is the moonlit he's talking about, right there. And I think that'll be. See if we can find that little article about it. Straight above. Nice, it gave us some light. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where did I see it? I can't remember. Here it is. The Tale of Vvardenfell. Have a read of that, people. Here we go. The celestial rock softly down on the ends. No. Have a read of that. Keeps hovering there. It is proof not only of Vivec's might, but of his love for his followers. And so it forever hangs and reigns all. Together now, praise Vivec, praise the free. So that rock floats there by Vivec's divine power. And so should his power fail, it'll come crashing down and damage and possibly kill everybody that falls under it. And by the way, look, it's a special Vivec. Here we go. And what shall I do, I think? Will I have time to do this continuing quest from Archcanon TARDIS? We shall see, but for the moment... gorgeous place. Vivec statue in the background. This is smilejos67 signing out with Dax Isidoreth Hispalensis. Not quite sure what I'm doing next, but be well.